of 27 innocent citizens on 22nd August 2024. These victims had been abducted by a dangerous criminal gang in Benue State. Among those rescued were 20 medical students of the University of Jos and the University of Maiduguri who were cruelly taken abducted while in transit to Enugu on 15th August 2024. Other passengers, 5 of them, and 2 other victims who had previously fallen victim to these heinous criminals were also freed. The successful rescue of these 27 individuals was achieved without the payment of any ransom. This success was made possible through the support received from the Office of the NSA, the activation of security network agencies, community engagement, and deployment of our highly skilled and tactical officers, whose dedication, bravery, and precision in executing their duties are truly commendable. During the operation, our officers engaged the kidnappers in a well-coordinated tactical offensive. I am pleased to inform you that the kingpin of this notorious gang was neutralized during an exchange of fire with our operatives, while 2 other members of the gang were arrested and their weapons recovered. These individuals are currently in our custody, where they are providing valuable information that will help us dismantle their criminal network and prevent future occurrences of such abductions. It is pertinent to state that rescue operations of this magnitude are painstakingly difficult and complex, requiring not only deployment of massive resources, but also physical courage, meticulous planning, and coordination. In this regard, I must extend my heartfelt appreciation to the Office of the National Security Advisor, whose support was instrumental in this operation. I must place on record the personal commitment of the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, to the success of the operation that led to the successful rescue of these victims. Mr. President gave us a marching order. He told us that he wants his children back. And since then, we have not been sleeping. I also wish to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of other security agencies who partner with us, as well as the local vigilantes who played a crucial role in ensuring the success of this mission. This success is a demonstration of what can be achieved when we work together towards a common goal. Let me take this opportunity to address all Nigerians, particularly the relatives of those who have been victims of such criminal acts in the past. We understand the anxiety and pain that families experience during these trying times. However, we urge you to cooperate with the police and other security agencies when such situations arise. It is only through cooperation and trust that we can effectively carry out our constitutional mandate of securing lives and properties. We remain resolute in our commitment to rid our nation of criminal elements who seek to disrupt the peace and security of our society. The Nigeria Police Force will continue to employ every lawful means at its disposal to protect the lives and property of all Nigerians, while strongly determined to ensure that those who choose to engage in criminal activities are brought to justice. As we continue to advance our efforts in combating crime across the country, I assure you that we will remain vigilant, proactive, and relentless in our pursuit of a safer Nigeria where the security of every Nigerian and residents in our great country is our top priority. And we will not rest until every citizen can go about their daily lives free from fear and intimidation. Once again, I commend the bravery and professionalism of our officers, and I thank all the agencies and individuals who contributed to the success of this operation. Together, we will continue to strive towards a safer, more secure Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Which guests here, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure today to have the opportunity that the IGP has given us, to convey our message on behalf of the Governing Council of the University of Jos, the Senate, and indeed the entire University of Jos community, to stand here or sit here to express our profound gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, who directed that the students who were kidnapped must be rescued. And of course, that directive has been taken or were taken seriously by the Inspector General of Police, the National Security Advisor, the government of Benue State. We can smile that today we are having our students back, and we are gratitude to all the efforts that these security agencies have put in. Indeed, this successful operation, I believe, is a demonstration to Nigeria that indeed we have security agencies that are determined to provide a safe environment for this country. I'm sure a majority of us, when this thing happened, we weren't quite sure what was going to happen. But we took the plunge immediately as a university, reported to all the security agencies, and they took everything possible. They made everything possible. I must, IGP, commend, your men who worked under very, very difficult circumstances, very difficult terrain, to be able to rescue these our students. And I, of course, understand how difficult that terrain is. I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate and thank all Nigerians, because indeed all Nigerians have been praying. While your man was in the bush, Nigerians were praying for your men, actually, and the students to be rescued appropriately and bring them back safe and sound. I want to also commend the patience of the parents. We have been in touch, we have been in communication with the parents since the kidnap started. I want to commend them because it was not easy for the communication for them, for us to even from time to time convince them that indeed the security agencies are at work, and assure them that by the grace of God the security agencies are going to bring back these students unhurt. We are happy, and we want to thank you most sincerely. We want to thank the cooperation of everybody. I want to assure you, IGP, sir, that because we know that these our students have gone through trauma, psychological and physical trauma. As a university, we have already arranged and prepared that as soon as we hand over these students to us, we are going to camp them somewhere where we are going to provide counseling, guidance and counseling before they are actually reintegrated back into the society. We may assume that some of the trauma that because they are looking very, very physical and healthy, but we believe that they require a kind of guidance, particularly counseling, that will make them, overcome the trauma and the experience that they have had. And I can assure you that as soon as the students are at our hands, we are going to collaborate with the parents to ensure that that is being provided by the university, particularly the University of Jos. Even the students that are coming from Maiduguri actually took off from the University of Jos. So that was why I was saying, even if the VC of Maiduguri is not here, I'm here in proxy to represent both the universities. So I want to thank you once again. I want to thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his love for this particular country. The demonstration is very clear, and we believe that and pray actually for the security agencies that God will continue to give them the wisdom and what it takes in order to continue to fight, for this particular country. I must commend a few people who were actually on ground, people from the office of the NSA, whom we were in touch all through, and they kept assuring us. ACP Martins, I'm sorry I'm mentioning your name. And a lot of them, actually, the police that have been, the police commissioner from Benue State, they have all been wonderful and very, very supportive, actually, for this particular instance. So I want to thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
We are really happy that we have a police force that is capable of performing this miracle, because I'm sure most people were pessimistic at the beginning, but people were praying. So I would like to, first of all, sincerely thank the President of this country, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the Inspector General of Police, other security agencies for their effort, which has yielded fruit. We do not pray for this kind of thing to happen again, but we are confident that we have a police force capable of protecting the life of Nigerians. So I would not like to take much of our time, but I would like to thank everybody that is involved in this very courageous operation to rescue our students. And I would like to assure our students that the University of Maiduguri, and of course the University of Jos, continue to provide for you all the necessary support to make you cope with this trauma and to have you back in classes to continue with your studies. On this note, I would like to sincerely thank you, Inspector General, and all other officers. Thank you very much.
The Executive Governor of Benue State, who would have loved to be here personally. He's so excited and happy at what has happened. His first thanks go to the President, who has a special place in his heart for Benue, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The NSA, who has spent countless hours on the phone with our governor to ensure that this happens. The IGP, who has spared no cost and no personnel to ensure that this happens. I also want to thank specially, usually the unsung heroes in this kind of transaction, the people who gave information on the ground, our community, who were part and parcel of this operation. My governor sent me here with a message, first to the police. He has said, Governor Ali is a spiritual person. It is no surprise that this miracle happened in Benue. As you know, he's the only sitting Reverend Father who is a governor also. Before his foray into politics, he was a Reverend Father. This miracle happened in Benue. He's here to say that this is a moment of pivotal change in the way things happen in Nigeria. This is a moment we'll look back and say, this is when it first happened. That these people are on the run. They're on their back. They have turned their back and they're running. IGP, this is the moment you've proven that they're on their run. Things have turned for the better. This is a message from a spiritual person to Nigeria and to the police. So he spends a special thanks to you, and he says that people love to say the things are not working, but this is the moment that we must celebrate. I hope we heard when the IGP said no ransom was paid. It is difficult to rescue this number of people in an open field, in a terrain known by the enemy but unknown by your men. So this is no mean feat. It is not something that just happens. It is something that we talked about in time to come. And this is a time that Nigeria will look back and say, this is when we turn the tide on insecurity and the many things that bedevil our nation. Hope has returned. Hope is here. And I want to thank the gallant men that went after these people and turned this and made this happen. To our students, you heard the NSA. He said, please go about your business. You are not alive today because of fear. You are going to go about with courage, despite what has happened to you. Go, be successful, prove that Nigeria has not spared its best to save you for nothing, right? Be there for the country. To the parents who stood and prayed with us throughout, thank you. The whole country, we are all awake praying for you, hoping that the social media was agog with prayers and everything that you must come back. So please prove Nigeria right by being the best you can, the best doctors, the best whatever it is you're studying. And the rest of the police, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for Benue State. And in Benue State, we've had our fair share of security challenges, especially in the past. Things have taken a turn for the better with the coming of this present government. If you notice, the whole scale, industrial scale killings that used to happen in Benue have reduced to a minimum. We're not there yet, but we're moving towards that place. And thanks to our gallant police force and the members of the security forces that are working with us. So for our students also, our governor says he will do whatever it takes to settle you back in school. So we'll be liaising with the vice chancellors to see how, because this happened in our domain. While you were in Benue, you were our responsibility. Thank God you are back here. So we're working with the vice chancellors of the universities to make sure that you are settled in and that you are safely reunited in school. Wish you all, thank you so much. God bless.
That are here, and the national chaplain can take us as a parent because we are looking after the children. We want to sincerely appreciate the Nigerian police and the security of Nigerian security force. We had some challenges, parents. Anxiety was everywhere. You can know what your wife or your children say, will you just leave our children to die because of money? We had these challenges. The VC, as he said, usually encourages us. The Commissioner of Police, Benue State, most of it through the PPRO, just be calm. But you see, we were afraid. The person representing Benue State Governor said, and you, the IGP, said this also, that it's a turning point. This turning point was not there. We were afraid of the experiences of the past. That's why we went all the way. Most of us that were kidnapped, among the 27 of them that were released, most of us had even the money to pay the ransom. Fortunately, this person intervened, and we appreciate. We thank you sincerely. All our children are here safe. So if you just have this ceremony without we thanking you, we will not have it. That's why we said it. So we are very grateful to you for the effort. We are very grateful to the President Bola Tinubu. We are very grateful to the NSA. You see, when you said it that NSA gave all its text, you know that somebody has done something. Today, if it happened, we know that security men are there. Before, we were afraid. So thank you very much on behalf of the parents. We appreciate the gentlemen of the press because they help us. Information was everywhere. Tension was built because of them. So they also played their own part. So thank you. And may good Lord bless all of you. And somebody said unsung heroes. Those who contributed in any way to make sure they are here, we thank them. May God bless everybody. Thank you very much.
Your name, sir.
Honorable Pharmacist John Engri, former chairman of Benue State and former commissioner of Benue State, with my friend, the chairman of Basa local government, Fidelis Adara. We have the national chaplain of the Federation of Catholic Medical and Dental Students. Yes, Father Calvin. We have